So hey guys, today is the first day and we are going to work on some initial steps. So what we are going to do today is we are going to do following things. First we are going to do setup of Python. Then we are going to set up VSCodium. I use VSCodium because it does not provide telemetry. So in case you are super concerned about your code being dragged, so you can use VSCodium, which is very efficient, and it's same as VS Code, and it's lightweight and works on almost every machine. So this is the first thing. Then we are going to do some plugin installations on VS Codium, which we will be doing setting up our complete IDE. We are going to do it on Mac machine. It's basically same on your Windows, but on Linux machine it's a bit different. I will share the complete guide with you for Linux, and we will see how it goes. And um, tracker. So what we will include here is step-by-step progress. We will record our progress on following thing. Um, we will use Notion, or if you prefer Trello, or you prefer just pen and paper, that would work also. First code, coming back to first code, what we will be doing, we will be creating our hello world. After that, I will share the link to the Discord group, Discord channel. So there we can have question and answer, and you guys can ask everything related to this particular video, or you have question in general related to programming, you can do that. So let's start. First you need to go to python.org. This is the official website for Python, and you need to go to release, download, and currently I'm using 3.7.3, which is perfectly fine. So currently if you're using Windows, so what you need to do, let's go to Windows, or you can just go over here, go to Windows and click on the installer. We need an executable installer, so you can go ahead and click on this to download a 64-bit application here, and then you need to save file and run it. If you need the detailed installation step, I will let me know. I will create the whole video Windows machine. Okay. So this is one of the DigitalOcean videos, not a whole tutorial how you can install it um, on a Linux machine, on a Ubuntu 18 machine. I will put the links to the description for your reference. Okay, and now let's go to back to the installation guide. So if you're using a Mac like I'm using, you can go on Mac OS X and download a 64-bit installer. Right now I'm using a different version. I might upgrade, but there are two ways to install on Mac. Either you can use a brew, which we can call homebrew. So homebrew for Mac. So if you are going to this homebrew for Mac, so it actually, you can install it on both Mac and Linux, but it's all about preference. If you don't like Linux package managers like Ubuntu apt, you can use homebrew. You can just install on homebrew. These are the commands to do the installation process. So everything is on the documentation here. The documentation guide is pretty much clear. So if you run into any issues, you can just drop me your question in the comments and let me know. Okay. So I will definitely try to answer all the questions that you might have. So once we are done with this, so let us go here. So you can just do the Python installation. It's pretty much basic, it's straightforward. If you feel, as I said, if you face any problems, just drop me a message, or send me a drop and comment in the comment section and let me know. So this we can mark as done if you haven't done that. just go through the process. There is just all the detailed guides, so I will put the detailed guides for Mac, Windows and Linux, so you can go ahead and do the installation process. And next is we will do the VSCodium setup. What is VSCodium is basically VSCodium is the open source version for VS Code. VS Code is actually VS Code does the telemetry that I said. It tracks your the user activities. If you are concerned about doing the user activities, you can just go to this. You need to head on to vscodium.com. It provides VS Code, because actually VS Code is derived from this only. And then correct me if I'm wrong, but it is actually without telemetry. It's released under MIT license, and it is available for both all three major OS: Windows, Mac and Linux. You can install it via Brew or via Mac. So Brew on Mac, or apt, and then you can use Scoop or Chocolatey on Windows to install this. For Linux, you can use sudo apt-get install VSCodium. That will help you install the OS. I will just put all this information in the setup instructions under this here. In the comment section, and also I will pin the comment, so you can refer to it and as whenever you'd like to. And okay, so this is how VSCodium. I have already done the setup, so here's my VSCodium. So if you see this is basically how VSCodium looks like. It's pretty much same as VS Code, right? So here is how you actually do the VSCodium. How VSCodium gives the how it looks like. So I'm just using the dark theme of VSCodium. You don't have to theme it, but that's pretty much on your on you. If you want to have some nice themes, you can just these are all the basics. So I have used default dark, which I pretty much like, because you can use it even in day and even night, so it's pretty good theme. And let me give you a walkthrough over here. Here is the Windows file section, where you will see all the files once you open it. So they will show over here. So let me show you the file, how it looks like. So if I go to downloads, or maybe my application here, so here's my code application. Here's just a basic application. Don't worry, it's a Rails application, so you can understand. Just it will give you the idea. So here is how it looks like. So once you open the application, you can see, once you open the folder, you can see all the files listed on the left side of the column. You can just close this outline, it is not actually needed. So the VSCodium pretty much provides the informative and syntax highlighting, proper syntax highlighting for every application. And here is if you click over here, let me do it again. If you see on the right bottom, if you click over here, it says Ruby, right? So it will show you everything, all the applications, all the languages that it supports by default. Here, if you see, Python is listed over there, R is listed over there, Pug, and so the language that it supports. And if you go over here, and you can see this is actually installed section. So you can do this, sorry, before that, so this is the Git section. If you see, this is a Git. The Git versioning is source control versioning is inbuilt in VSCodium and also in VS Code. Maybe if you want to do in Sublime, I'm not sure. It is also provided over there, but this is all about preference. I prefer VS Code because it gives you the beautiful feature to actually do the source control, versioning, source versioning and source control. And here this it shows it is deleted. Here if you see, it is deleted. So because you can see the status of your files that you have created, or the deleted files and all, over here in the version control section or source control section. And here is a debugging section. So debugging section is what actually where you debug your application. Okay, so if we can go here and look for this, see, the linting and Python debugger. So these are the lists of the configuration that are already available. So for me and for our installation, we will just do this. So it will do Python installation. So this is pretty new, so it actually goes to extension and look for debuggers wherever this debugger, multi-threaded remote. So don't worry about it. So it shows how it actually debugs. So see, this is pretty much illustrative example how it works. So if you just have to do add configuration, launch JSON and things. So this is something you don't have to worry about. We will do this debugging part later on, when as we start coding the complex applications or even the normal applications. We will do this part also. So it's installing as of now, and let's go back to this. This is part where we call its extension. So these are the extension which will show what are the extensions which are available to us. And if you go on this three dots that you see here, you have to click on this and see show install extensions. So this will show all the installed ones. Okay, so I don't have any extension installed, so this will show only the extensions that I have installed. And this is the outdated, enabled, and this will show enabled. So I have just one. See, it will show popular, so it's okay to do that. So we will install this extension called AutoPap 8. Why AutoPap 8? AutoPap 8 actually provides the standard on your all the Python applications, Python, Django or Flask, whatever application used, wherever the Python is used, this AutoPap 8 does helps. What it does, if you see here on the installation, see, it actually applies all the AutoPap 8 conventions on your current file. So what is AutoPap 8? If you go over here and do some, let's look for what is AutoPap 8. Pap 8 standards for Python 3. If you go over here and look for PAP 8 standards for Python 3, here we go. It will give you the whole guide on what it actually is. So see, Python is basically written by Guido van Rossum. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong, and Barry Warsaw and Nick Coughlin. And these are the people who actually created this, the standard way on how to use Python. I would suggest you that before you jump into Python, you just have to go through this. Try going through this. You might not understand everything out of it, but try to just do a read through. You don't need to learn everything right now. Just do a read through, so you actually have the idea what it actually is. So this whole thing is whole standard style guide is listed over here. As I said, I will also add all the links in the comments, so you guys can use it and have a look on how it is done and how the styling is done, how to write the Python code, how to read. I will also create a video which will include how to write the clean Python code, but I will keep it for some time later down the line. We will cover each and every aspect of Python. Okay, so here is our next steps completed. I also shown you how to do this plugin installation. So you need to just search and do the installation as you need. Let's do the first code. So I know it's pretty much fast or very, so let me open a new window. We'll just close it. I'll just open VSCodium and go over here. I will just I know where it should be, so basically mostly what I do, I create a new folder, I put all my code over here, and Python, let's go learning. This is the some, you can create anything you want. So I will just open this folder. So this folder is here. Then we will create a new file. So please understand, every file have an extension. For Python have an extension .py. So let's make a file intro.py. Okay, so here's the file that I have created, and Python is not installed, so we can do this. It will wait, let it do the installation. Wait for a second. And one more thing, if the installation is not there, if the extension is not there, it will automatically ask you if you do want to do for the installation, and do a pop-up window, and it will do the installation this way. So it's complete fine if you don't have the extension. And this is how you write the comments on a Python file. So if I want to write hello world first program, so what this will do, basically, it developer Python, there are, to print something you have to just use print function. Okay, and the beauty of VS Code is, if you want to say anything, if you want to do anything, it will just hover it over here, and it will say what, if it is an inbuilt function, it will show print, say give you a brief explanation what it does. You will have to say print the values. It says print the values to stream or to sys std out by default, optional keyword, and you can just hover it over here and it will show you this detail. So now for any variable or any variable that we want to assign, we can do we can say text equals to hello world. If you see, it shows here. Also, if you notice, this is a variable. Okay, text is a variable here, and it says hello world. So we just want to print the variable. So what we will do, print, hey, this is my variable, comma, and this we will do this, and we will do text. Okay, and let's see how we are going to run the program. So I will do just Control L. Also, if you notice, there is a terminal over here, and this terminal is actually the inbuilt terminal with within VSCodium, and it provides your this option to actually see. Okay, you don't need to have a separate terminal open. You can just do the coding over here and whatnot. So let's say I want to print. So see, my file is with the name of intro.py. Now Python intro.py. Oh, it says this is my variable. It's a syntax error. Why? Because what I'm saying, hey, print this, but I'm not saying how you want it to print it. So in order to print that, what we have to do is dot format, or we can do just print my text. And if I do this, okay, so what it will do, it will just print my text. So if I do this, hello world, here is the string that it printed. So or if you want to add any text or in the front of it, so we can say this and this, right? And from Himanshu. Okay. Okay. And the format, I just want to print it over here. So let's see what happens. So if I did this, hello world from Himanshu. What I did, I just formatted this string and put it like this. So you don't have to worry about this. This is basically the formatting type. It's okay, and to if it's too much for the first video or you don't understand a lot of it, but what I want you to understand is how Python code is written. Okay, so this is how we write a Python code and print the text. Just to let you know that if you noticed all this text over here, it's nowhere, it's shown nowhere over here in this output that you see, right? So so you might have understood this is a comment and this is a doc string. Doc string I will come up to later on with this. I will cover it in my future videos to let you understand like what docstring is, for why a programmer should use docstring. So this would definitely help you. And here is the first program that we have created. Congratulations on that, and let me know if you have any comments on that, and I will try my best to cover most part of it. Let me know, and please do subscribe and comment, and if you like or dislike, thumbs up to if you like it, thumbs down if you dislike it, and let me know if you think that there can be much of improvement here. I'm always open for suggestions, and till then, see you next time.